Oh.
Pathetic. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Friends You Can Keep podcast.
That was a sad fart over there. Like,
well, the problem is you need the can.
yeah, if you want to pop. And
Yeah.
nothing else. Because even a beer can does. I mean, a beer bottle doesn't.
No.
You'd have to shake it a little bit, but then it's not really going to... It's not going to give you that...
What I need to do is just get the recording
Of a good one.
of the pop top
Yeah.
and then just have it. Like, I don't have to do it
Well,
every
when
time.
you open it, just play it over top.
Yeah.
So even when you have... Yeah, even when you just have a cup, you just like hold it and touch the top. That was embarrassing, that first one.
You're embarrassing.
I do what I can.
As I said, welcome back to the show. Got derailed very quickly. Off to a great start. This is basically just going to be a clean out sort of episode, but I do have one thing to discuss before we get into that. I've thought about it so many times. When it comes to different things, like the overall question is usually, why does Disney feel they need to go so hard on X? Mm-hmm. A lot of people bring up the Tarzan soundtrack.
Yeah.
A lot of people bring up just kind of soundtracks in general, like Oliver and Company. Why does that soundtrack go as hard as it does? Why does Tarzan go as hard as it does?
Oh, and so I think like the movie Up. There's a lot of emotional
Why
scenes.
is the beginning of Up the way it is? Well, why in general? Like, because yes, the beginning of Up.
I mean, sometimes it's positive. Why do they have to go so hard? Like Tarzan, that's a positive because the point is that soundtrack is so good. But you know, there's some of them are like, why does it have to be so sad?
Yeah, and Up is it is very extreme. But it's like all their movies. Like, why do we need... And I get it. We've had this is a discussion that rages online and will forever rage online.
It's to normalize.
No, not about normalizing. I'm not talking about Up. I'm talking about in general. I'm getting there. It is a discussion that will rage online and in people's hearts and minds probably forever. But I think it is because Disney, well, not as much Disney, but somewhat Disney and mostly Pixar. These are not movies made for children. They are movies that you can watch with your kids, but they are for teens and adults.
Well,
because my point is,
yeah,
why does Disney have to go so hard? The beginning of Up is a great example. But also, why do you need the Bing Bong scene in Inside Out? Devastating. Well, absolutely devastating. Why do you need that? Why did Bambi's mom need to die in the beginning of Bambi? Why did we need that? Why do you need the ending of Fox and the Hound?
I think it's because it's to normalize tragedy. It's so that
Oh, I get it, but these are movies for children.
Yes.
In people's broad spectrum view is that these are movies for children.
But that's
why
the
can't
point.
Your endings be like because the end of Aladdin?
Because that's not real.
There is no tragedy at the end of Aladdin. He's free.
But the point of that one is like trust and honesty and loyalty is the point of that movie. Some of the other movies don't. Now they don't all. Most of them have a happy ending. It's just there's it could be a devastating part.
There are no devastating parts in Aladdin.
Well, there's that the middle part where he gets exiled and she thinks he's dead and then she's in the train.
Yeah, but he's not dead. They show you immediately that he's not dead.
Yeah, you know that, but it's very
Yeah, but it's still not... There's not a single point in that movie that is making me cry for negative reasons.
No, but they don't have to do it in every movie. I'm sure there's plenty of other movies where because 101 Dalmatians, something bad happens, but
they didn't do it in
Not always is someone...
They really didn't do it in the Renaissance at all.
Not always is someone
Mulan
dead.
doesn't have that moment that I remember. No, Mulan doesn't have that moment. Little Mermaid does not have that moment. The Lion King does.
Yes, it does.
No, I'm saying it does. Aladdin doesn't. Beauty and the Beast doesn't.
No, it's just
Hunchback of Notre Dame doesn't.
Drama. It's the older ones.
Yeah.
And the new, I guess, older and newer.
Well, the 90s, the Renaissance gave you kind of the opposite, because the Renaissance gave you the very satisfying and sometimes grisly death of the villains.
Yeah.
Because Frollo in Hunchback dies in a very grisly manner. What's his name in Tarzan dies in a very graphic manner. Jafar
gets put in the
lamp
and then kicked. So
Ursula dies in a pretty dramatic way.
That, that was just the direction they went in the 90s.
Mulan, don't they just blow up Genghis Khan?
Yeah. I think so.
Because he's not Genghis Khan. I forget what they call him in that movie, but it's supposed to be Genghis Khan.
Yeah. But I think it's one of those, like, yes, the movies are, well, they are truly made for families. So it is very appropriate for your child.
I do think Disney, yes. I think Pixar movies they're not, again, you can watch them with your kids.
And that's what they're family movies.
But I think there's
a lot of jokes.
They're made, but not even just the jokes, the plot. Like, because no child is watching the beginning of Up and getting emotionally devastated by it. They have no idea what's happening. It's the adult in the room with you that it's like, I have to go. You keep watching this, I have to leave.
Well, but it depends. If you come from a family whose...
No child is understanding, like, oh, Bing Bong doesn't exist anymore. It's adults.
I think they do.
It's adults and teens in the room.
I think they grasp more than you think they do.
I'm not saying they don't. We watch the movies with Tony. I get that he understands it, but, like they're doing that for the impact for the older people that are watching it.
To make it, like... So it's not just like Paw Patrol where it's, unbearable for the parent, but you suffer through it for your kids. Versus like a Disney movie. And, I'm sure plenty.
Paw Patrol, where a group of dogs help Kyle Harris defeat Donald Trump. That was the most accurate thing I think you've ever sent me on TikTok. The second I saw it, I was like, oh my God, it's so perfect. Because she does. Uh-huh. She does look like
it's the first chicken. Her first chicken.
Yeah.
But there's a big difference between that kind of children's content and then, like, family content.
Yeah, Bluey.
Bluey is clearly a family content.
Clearly family content.
So because like no one has any problem saying like Bluey is a kid's show.
Oh, Raya, you're really popping these things.
Yeah. And there's a lot of like, little nods for parents where like the kids might laugh because like you can tell it's supposed to be a joke, but like they don't get it or they don't understand why it's as funny as it is. Or, like, why it's as sad, or...
Oh, my God, there's so many moments in that show.
Baby Race, I think, is a big one. That's not the sad part in that.
In what?
That's the part where everyone...
In Baby Race? What's the sad part in Baby Race?
The very end. Where she's like, why did you walk in the kitchen? And Bingo goes, maybe you saw something you wanted.
It's a 1-2 punch. That's not sad. That's joy.
Yes, but...
They're like...
Well, the other one's not sad
sadness,
either.
But, like... The sad cry in that episode, there's two. It's the happy cry is...
The end.
Are they happy tears, Mom? Yeah, Bingo. Happy tears.
Yeah.
Yes, honey, whatever she says. But, like, the sad moment is the, like... Here's my picture of my 14 kids. She's like, oh, my God!
Yeah. It's not... That one's not sad either,
and then,
though.
Like,
it's like...
And, like, I've been around the block a time or two, and I have something to tell you. What? You're doing great. Like,
yeah. That one, it definitely... But I always thought, like, the bigger impact was the end.
Yeah, it's a 1-2 punch.
I think, everybody's...
No, the saddest one is...
Everyone's going to take what they want.
The saddest one is...
the granddad one?
The granddad one?
Where she's like, I still need you.
Oh, that one's also sad. That one is also sad. No, the saddest one is... trying to think of the line that leads into it. Oh, because she's... Yeah. You know how that cheetah onesie is the one thing you wanted more than anything in the world?
Yeah.
Well, Auntie Brandy wants something else that she can't have.
Yeah, there's something she wants more than anything that she can't have.
Jesus.
That one kind of comes out of left field.
Yeah, when you first see it, it is so like, what's happening here?
Yeah, something's coming.
Well, they weirdly,
you can feel it brewing.
Well, they kind of lead you in to a different direction.
That something happened when they were kids.
Well, not necessarily that, because when she sees Bluey and Bingo, it's like, oh, hey, Bluey, like, whatever. And then Bingo comes out, and it's like, oh, my God, you look just like... And then Chili's like, you. And it's like...
Yeah.
Oh, God, is Bingo not her daughter?
Yeah. But then they're like, that's too far. That's too far for a kid show. They're not doing that.
Yeah, what's apparently not too far for a kid show is infertility.
But it's the same with Early Baby. Kids see it. Kids have that.
Oh, no, I'm aware, but, like, it's... Mm-hmm. Whoo! That episode was...
It's to make it feel more normal.
Yeah.
Not in a good... Not, like, applauding it, but just, like, making it more...
No, I think it is... And I think
it's to acknowledge, like, this happens. It's
acknowledging... It's normalizing it in a sense of, like, you are acknowledging that this is something that exists in the world. But I think it's also... doing it for kids that it has happened to and kids that it has yet to happen to, that it may happen to them at some point in their childhood, that you can go back to this to help you better understand what's happening.
Or to help you explain.
Because like the Decider.
Yeah.
The episode with, is it rugby or cricket that they're watching in that episode?
I think it's...
Where it's Lucky's mom is at their house.
I don't know.
I forget what sport it is.
It might be soccer.
Or is it soccer? Is it
soccer?
Yeah, I think it's football. Yeah, Lucky's mom stays at Lucky's house. And the dad, Lucky, and whatever Lucky's brother's name is. I don't know if
they say.
Lucky, too. They're at Bluey's house. And they're going back and forth. And it's clearly like a very broad allegory for divorce.
Yeah.
So, like... And that episode with Mackenzie and the black hole. Mm-hmm. Like, there's all these episodes where they are there for children that have gone through this, but they're also there for children that, like, if you do go through this, like, this or can be used as something... If you see
this in your friends,
and there's how many places that have said, like, Inside Out was a movie that got used in, like, therapy courses and child psychology, and, like, these are things that get used to help kids and adults better understand
it's just exposure
things. Yeah,
it's like, how else are you gonna? Not everyone in your... You don't have all the experiences in your own little, like, family. So, like, you're gonna, whether it happens to you or someone you know, whatever, you're gonna encounter all of this at some point in your lifetime.
Yeah.
So, like, why not sort of
turning red?
Make it like, just bring it up. So that when it starts to happen, you don't feel like this has never happened to anyone before. Yeah. And that's why they go so hard.
Yeah. I just don't... I mean, I do have a gripe to pick with the Bluey DVDs, because they flat out lie on all the descriptions. But that's a different story for a different day. I only bought them because I wanted to watch that horse take a shit, and it doesn't happen.
You can watch it on Robin's game. The horse poops.
Yeah, the horse poops in Robin's game. Because that game is direct from like the Australian.
Well, I don't know.
Makers of the show. The DVDs tell you like, oh, but Dad Baby is also not on the DVD.
Yeah, I don't know. That's very weird.
So like, you're telling me that this has everything from these seasons.
Was there a bonus features? Did we check?
I don't think there was.
Maybe
because it even says bonus bits, but then there's no section for it. Because disc 1 is the first half of the season, disc 2 is the second half of the season. Like,
yeah,
I don't know.
We'll have to go back and we'll have to Google it too.
But my question was not, why does Disney go hard in, like, insert here? My question written down was, and this is a question I've had since watching Boy Meets World, why does Disney feel the need to go so hard on Halloween?
They do.
Like, I remember as a child watching the Boy Meets World Halloween episode where they get trapped in the school with a killer, and it was terrifying.
Yeah.
We are now watching the new Kif Halloween special with Tony, and it is terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, it's so wild to watch it.
It's not, I wouldn't say, like...
And, like, he watched it once, at my parents. And watched it straight through. Just sat there in the chair. Didn't really ever show any sort of emotion at all.
No, he just watched it.
And then watched it here and was like, couldn't handle it. Like, it was too scary.
Now, he did ask to watch it the second time. It's not like we put it on. And
he wanted to watch it. We were going to find regular Kif, and he's like, oh, watch the new one. And I put it on for him. And then, like...
But so every time, do you want us to turn it off? Should we turn it off? And he's like, no, I just want to hide my eyes for this part.
Yeah, but like...
And then he would.
And it's...
But the Big
terrifying.
City Green ones are too.
The Big City Green episodes are hysterical to me because they are scary, but they are also clear, like almost one-for-one spoofs of actual horror movies. Blood Moon is a parody of Night of the Living Dead.
I mean, the episodes are good.
I think the one with the pumpkins, is that not a parody of Alien?
Yeah, one of them.
Or The Thing.
And I think A Quiet Place was the other one. I don't remember.
A Quiet Place is the library.
Yeah, I don't.
Because the librarians are the monsters in A Quiet Place.
Yeah. I don't remember the other one.
The pumpkin one is something. I don't remember if it's Alien or if it's something else. I haven't watched it in a while to know. But it's like, they're blatant, like, spoofs of horror films. And you, the parent,
can tell. Like, it's not...
Oh, yeah.
They don't hide it. But also... Tony loves all those.
Yeah.
I
only knew because we were sitting there watching it, and I'm like, this feels very familiar.
It was the Quiet Place one that really...
The Quiet Place one was the first one I, like, really, really noticed. And then because the Quiet Place one is, like, this is clearly... Like, the other ones are...
Because they're... However they defeat the things is very similar to the ear. Like, the...
Is it not Grandma's hearing aid?
Oh, it might be. I don't remember.
It might be Granny's hearing aid.
I just remember that it was so close.
The other ones are like, once you know, you know.
Yeah.
But I think at first glance, I didn't put much thought into them.
No, because you don't
But the one with the one at the library, I'm like, oh, this is A Quiet Place. This is 1,000% A Quiet Place. And then you're watching the other ones, like, this feels familiar.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's what this is. This is Night of the Living Dead. Like, this is the OG zombie movie made into a show on Disney XD.
They're probably about the same as the Kif one.
I don't remember the first Kif Halloween
I think it helps no, they don't have one.
Yeah, they do. It's
the haunted house where she keeps going in and out with Barry.
Huh?
Like, Barry's too scared, so she keeps going down and coming back because they're playing, like, a game upstairs. Where they open that book.
Yeah, it's the same one where they invite that guy to the party and they start turning everybody into decorations. Yeah. Voiced by, I think, Andy Daly. I think. No, that's the cop. I forget who does the voice of that one, but yeah.
I think it helps because, like, they're...
That new Kif one, though, is a different level. Like, the Big City Green ones are scary. The new Kif, as a 30-plus-year-old adult, like, that is a different level of scary for a cartoon on the Disney Channel.
And, like, Kif is Disney Junior. But I don't know. Like,
Kif's not Disney Junior.
Oh, no. Disney Junior's like Doc McStuffins.
Disney Junior is like Bluey and Doc McStuffins.
Disney XD or whatever. But, like, it's Tony's age group.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
It's the bracket of, like, your 5 to, like, 10, 7, 12, somewhere in that range, whatever it is. Yeah, it's a different level of scary than New Kif.
But I think because, like, they're all characters he's very familiar with, I think that's why it's, like, less scary.
Because he knew what everyone dresses the egg. He knew what her name was. I'm like, I couldn't tell you what her name was. I know Kif and I know Barry.
He loves Kif.
And I think that's it.
I don't remember any of that.
I don't even know the little hedgehog guy.
I just remember Chunky, sent text so chunky, where she, like, writes that guy like,
a
really long text.
I know. We're all just kids as a calling, and I know the end of summer one.
Mm-hmm. That show's great.
We got nowhere to go, we got nowhere to be, so just sit
I really hope
with
that
me.
show gets...
That's another one of, like,
why?
Like, I'm going to play just a snippet of that to show, like,
it's so good.
At this point, if you're listening to this, you're probably in the millennial age range. You are very aware of the Tarzan soundtrack. I don't need to play clips from Tarzan for you to know, like, that movie went like
you immediately, you'll be.
Phil Collins was given the task of doing this, and they were like, "Just do whatever you want."
Yeah, just phone it in.
Phil Collins is like,
no.
Phil Collins is like, I have big apologies to Howard Ashman and
Elton John,
Alan Menken, and Elton John. I'm about to put out the hardest Disney soundtrack ever made.
You're never gonna duplicate it. You're never going to duplicate it. Don't
like,
even try.
Everyone else, Ashman and Menken were doing like, here's a great musical Broadway soundtrack. And Phil Collins was like, here's a Phil Collins album.
Yeah. Here it is. Do you ever listen to B101? Here it is.
But yeah, like...
How many seconds are left on an album unless you complete math class?
Where's the chorus?
The youths are saying these days.
No, it doesn't. They're just written.
Don't you know what it's like to have a calling? I was just a kid with a dream, so I know what that means.
Like, what is this?
I like
And then
other one.
And then, yeah. You can't look up the lyrics of this one.
And like Tony gets so excited when I put him in the car.
He's so good! Nothing was...
This?
We've talked about it on this show. Nothing brought me more joy for the kind of, like, super weird guy that I am. And when it comes to this kind of stuff, I guarantee if I took a test when it comes to this kind of shit, I would 100% be somewhere on the autism spectrum.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's got like that one thing they're like...
But, like...
hyper focused on.
When the song Lazarus Drug came on in the car, after it was in the sign... So I was like, this is a great song. So I Shazammed it, and now it's in like my sleep playlist. Like I listen to it all the time. It came on in the car, just on shuffle. And like, it gets to the middle, and Tony's like, hey, is this a song from Bluey? And I'm like, yes, 100% it is.
He
and
knows.
I'm like,
he's very, but like, he has very singular musical taste, and you can tell when he likes a song. Because it'll start playing, and he'll go, what's this? And he'll tell him, and then it'll play, and then he'll go, immediately, can you play it again? The second is over. Can you play it again?
Well, he also does what I used to do as a kid. I used to do it, I mean, different ways. I did what he does, but I also did it, like, I did it for movies, I did it for stand-up. I did it for all kinds of stuff, where I would watch it over and over and over again to memorize the dialogue. And then, like... I would redo jokes from stand-up for my friends, for my family, for whoever. He does the same thing. The exact same thing. He watches the same show over and over and over again, and the same movies over and over and over again.
Which is very common for a kid.
Because he is memorizing the dialogue. Like, at this point, when you put on Nightmare Before Christmas, he can recite the scenes, like, beginning to end. Songs and all. Like, he knows the dialogue, he knows the songs.
Yeah. Well, and it makes it complicated because, like, a lot... You know, I know the movie, but, like...
What's funny is...
He'll say a line, and I'll be like, play this song. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. Yeah. When did they... Because he's like, something's up with Jack. Something's up with... I'm like, I don't know where that is. Well, I don't know what song.
What's funny now is him and I are like, he'll be in a room. Like, I'll walk through a room and he's sitting there playing on his tablet or whatever. And, like, he'll just say a line from a movie or show, and then, like, I'll say the next line, and then we just go back and forth. What's funny to me is because I shuffled my Halloween playlist on the way home with them in the car. And he knows the words to This Is Halloween.
Yes.
And
Oogie Boogie.
He wants to know the words, and it's too fast, and it kind of made me chuckle to what's this?
Uh-huh.
Because it's so fast. Mm-hmm. Like, Danny Elfman goes so fast in that song, and he can't keep up, Tony.
I think he will eventually.
He will eventually, but, like, right now...
Because he knows what the words are.
Right now, he can do, like, the beginnings and the ends of, like... the verses and stuff like that, but he can't do the middle, because that's too fast. Yeah. And it just makes me chuckle a little bit.
And there's... I can't remember what it is, but he says deer instead of the right word. It should be dead, and he says deer. And it's so funny. I don't remember what the lyric is, though.
Is it in What's This? Or is it somewhere else?
It's either that or in Oogie Boogie.
Well, Oogie Boogie, he doesn't say dead at any point in the song. There's the scene when Jack comes back. And he's like, oh, I thought you were dead. You must be double dead. Like,
yeah, I can't remember.
But there's in What's This, it's
not that, and absolutely no one's dead.
That's what I was thinking.
No.
It's they're busy building toys, and absolutely no one's dead.
No.
I don't know either. Is it in this Halloween? I don't think so.
Yeah, it is. I have to look at.
Did they say the word dead in that song?
Well, maybe it's not. Let me turn my volume.
He changes a lot of words.
Yeah, he does it all the time.
Because he doesn't. They're bigger words than what he knows, and he just throws whatever word in there that sounds close enough to him.
Pumpkin scream in the dead of night.
Yes.
And he will say, pumpkin scream in the deer of night. And I'm like, dead of night.
He doesn't care when you correct him.
No.
Does not.
He just looks at you like, yeah, I said what I said.
Yeah, he does not give a shit when you correct him.
But also, he might think he's saying the right thing. Like in his mind that we've corrected him and now he thinks he's saying it, but he's not. He's saying
That could be too.
the wrong one.
Start off, I have 2 things saved on Instagram. Where are you? Oh no, I have 3 things? 3 things. One of them is saw it today and I had to save to talk about on the show. First one is this. I'm going to go to the article so I can actually tell you what it's about, not just the thumbnail. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Where the fuck is it? Okay, just Google it, I guess. Since it won't come up on there. Talk amongst yourselves.
I got nothing.
Here we go. This'll be. McDonald's has released yet another version of its larger sized Happy Meals targeted towards adults. And this time they have a familiar tie-in to a popular TV show. The new Friends box has dropped at select McDonald's locations. The box is McDonald's latest attempt to woo adult customers to its restaurants by offering larger versions of its popular kids' Happy Meal.
What do I get?
The meals even come with a collectible item, much like the kid version includes a toy. For example, an adult Happy Meal released last December, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about the McNugget buddies. I don't care about the Friends anniversary.
I just want to see what the toys are.
How to find the Happy Meals. According to Delish, the box is exclusively available to McDonald's locations in
New York City.
Spain.
What the heck?
So you can get
it's just
Monica,
a little dog.
Chandler,
I don't care
Phoebe,
about that.
Ross, Rachel, or Joey. Monica is a chef.
I would have wanted like the little couch and the little picture frame they have over the peephole.
Monica is a chef, and the rest of them are literally not dressed in anything that makes
Yeah, why is
a difference.
weird.
Well, Phoebe has her guitar.
Okay.
Chandler has a rubber duck.
No, Joey would have the duck. I think.
Joey has the white duck.
Oh, and yeah, because they have a chick and a duck.
Oh, then
For
he has
Chandler,
the chick.
Yeah.
I'm like, it looks like a rubber duck.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, there's the chick.
Oh my god, I want Chandler. He's
the
so
guitar.
cute.
Ross has the monkey.
Yep, and Rachel has a cup of coffee.
An apron, coffee cup, and then Joey
This
has
is
the
like
duck.
season 1, Friends. They like literally didn't branch out.
Uh-uh.
I guess Friends is real big in Spain right now.
Probably. What did you have to say here, sir? Oh my god. Papa Pets, go away. I was trying to see the show Chaos got canceled at Netflix.
Never heard of it. Oh, that Jeff Goldblum show?
Yeah, where he plays Zeus. I was seeing if it was like, but we're looking for a new home for it elsewhere. It was on for 1 season, and I feel like it didn't come out that long ago, and they've now canceled it.
I guess it didn't get the reviews they hoped.
Well, everyone's saying like it's devastating because I heard good things, but I didn't get a chance to watch it.
Right.
And also, like, couldn't tell you if it was good or not because I didn't get a chance to watch it because it's been out for what feels like 10 minutes. But also, this isn't surprising. This is what Netflix does.
Yeah.
Like, there was a great show with, like, a stacked cast. 1 season and it's done.
Look,
we need to give you Stranger Things spinoffs and a ton of fucking movies that no one watches.
Yeah. Was it Netflix that had the really bad one? Family Affair? Was that on that?
Yes, that was Netflix.
Oh. I suffered through it because I just wanted to see how it ended. It was terrible.
Have you seen this fun one from Green Day? Dookie Demastered. 15 tracks, 15 formats. The way it was never meant to be heard. 30 years later. Now available at dookiedemastered.com.
So what is it? Just like the...
So what it is, I'll play the...
I have Dookie on cassette tape.
Instagram trailer. I'll share this to the Instagram page. Big Mouth Billy Bass. A Game Boy. Teddy Ruxpin. Like an old phonograph. A boombox.
That kid's... Oh my gosh.
The little kid's radio thing.
Oh my gosh, that looks so fun.
Yeah, the little kid's record player.
Some kind of weird tablet or phone? Fax machine?
Where?
What's that?
That's like the old...
Oh, that...
The player piano.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there's one of those toothbrushes that plays music.
Oh my god.
A computer. That's one of the doorbells. That's a doorbell like we have.
Oh my gosh. We have that stereo in my parents' basement.
So there's the picture of like all the things. I'm holding this awfully, but I'm trying to... There we go. So there's all the things that you can listen to
amazing.
Dookie Demastered.
Is it for free online or you download it online?
I'll find out in a second. DookieDemastered.com. Let's find out. Excuse me.
Because I would pay for it, but
Dookie
that feels like... It sounds like there's a cat on the board, but I think it was just...
Demastered.com. Dookie, the landmark 1994 album. 15 tracks, demastered in 15 formats. An old
voicemail?
The way it was never meant to be heard. Each limited edition track was sold through random drawings. Drawings are now closed. You can still hear the tracks below.
Oh my gosh, you have to pay big money.
So you could buy them. No, I think you can just play them. But you could buy these items. So you can play them here for free.
Oh!
Or they auctioned off.
Oh, yeah.
For you to play them. Because each song is on a different format.
Yeah, so I could have bought the Teddy Ruxpin.
Yes.
That played it. Yeah.
Like a basket case. On a Big Mouth Billy Bass.
Yeah. And you could have bought that Big Mouth Billy Bass.
I'm kind of mad because I 100% would have paid $80 for this.
Well, it was it sounds like it was a raffle almost.
Yeah, like what did it say? Was sold through random drawings.
Oh. So you bought a ticket.
Welcome to Paradise on a Game Boy cartridge.
How did they do this?
That's amazing. When I come around on a wax cylinder. This is amazing.
I'm listening to all of these.
We'll have to show this to Jason.
Mm-hmm. Especially the Teddy Ruxpin because we had one.
He might know about it already.
We had that Teddy Ruxpin.
Chump. Teddy Ruxpin did the song Chump.
Oh, okay.
And the last thing I have on Instagram, this is terrifying. It is the newest toy from Pixar.
Uh-oh. I can see who it is.
Disney Store. Signs of Intelligent Life. The programmable, ultra-realistic RoboSen Buzz Lightyear robot has landed.
How big is it? Ew.
Like, it moves, and its face moves.
It's the face that, yeah.
The
'cause
face.
It's like,
The face, I'll show it to the camera as it plays in the beginning. The face looks like Frankie Valli on TikTok.
yeah. Where's it?
Like, it is,
I think it's just like this.
it's horrifying. This came up on my Instagram feed today, and I was like, oh, God.
I want to know what it looks like in actual person, though.
Terrifying.
Or is it like a little derpy?
Like the way the movie Small Soldiers was scary, that's what that is in your home.
Definitely.
Like, you see that thing in your house, you're like, oh, fuck no.
Don't show it to Tony. He'll want it because he's all about robots right now.
Oh, I forgot I had this saved. You would know more about this than I do. Gritty, June 3rd. Gritty NHL, one of the best Instagram accounts you can follow. An unbiased cheesesteak review based on everything but taste. Who did I miss? Geno's, length, 9 inches. Girth, 9¼ inches.
What?
That feels inappropriate. Seeded roll, no.
Are they trying to claim that a Geno's cheesesteak is a chode? Because they're saying it's as fat as it is long.
Meat to cheese ratio, 7.5, gooey.
Ew.
Did I get it for free? Yes. X Factor. Guy in front of me ordered 2 coffees. Makes you think. This is hysterical already. How excited staff was to see me. 6, invited me in to eat. Parking. Threw on the hazards, parked illegally.
Yeah, you gotta.
Presentation, 8, branded wrapper. Color, brown. Gyms.
Ooh.
Length, 10 inches. Girth, 8.5 inches. Seeded roll, no. Meat to grease ratio, yes. Did I get it for free? Yes. X Factor. Large onions, grease, good music. How excited staff was to see me. 9. Selfies with the whole staff. Parking. Illegally parked in loading zone. Presentation. 5. Grapper was too greasy for tape. Color. Light brown. Light brown dash. Wet.
Ew. He doesn't have hats?
Well, there's a bunch of them. There's 9. There's technically 8.
We don't need to go through
8
all.
reviews.
I think one of them's Rick's.
Angelo's. Length, 10 and a quarter.
That's in Roxborough.
Girth, 8.25.
I don't know what girth.
The, like, circumference, I guess.
But that.
Side to side.
So you're saying it's 10 inches long?
Yeah. And then 8 inches.
So your cheesesteak is this big? How are you eating that?
What's probably before you, like, squeeze it together? Is my guess. I don't know what else girth would be. Unless it's top to bottom.
Oh.
Like height.
Yeah, like depth. That would make that could make more sense.
They just put girth because they're gross.
Yeah. Well, they keep...
Seeded roll. Check mark. Yes.
Oh.
First one with a seeded roll. Meat to cheese ratio. Hard to judge with different cheese. Did I get it for free? Yes. X Factor. Would not let me order whiz. Cut the whole line. How excited staff was to see me. 6. One worker was terrified. Parking. No. Illegally parked at convenience store. Presentation. 5 layers of protection between me and cheesesteak. Color, light brown. Pats.
There you go.
Length, 9 inches. Girth, 8.25 inches. Seeded roll, no. Meat to cheese ratio, 8.5. Did I get it for free? Yes. X Factor. Soft bread, good vibes.
So Pat's is one of them has good meat, one of them has good bread.
How excited staff was to see me. 9. Invited me in for pics, almost put me to work. Parking. No parking, illegally parked at Geno's.
They're like this.
Presentation. 7. No wax paper. Color, brown. I don't know Rocco's. IKEA. length 3.75 inch, girth 3 3/4 inches, seated roll, no roll, meat.
Oh, it's a meatball.
Meat to cheese ratio.
It's a meatball.
This is unhinged of an answer. Meat to cheese ratio. All meat, no cheese. Respect.
Because it's a meatball. It's a meatball.
Oh my God.
What's he doing at IKEA?
Did I get it for free? $3.24 for 8 meatballs. X Factor. Walked out with a fake plant and new side table. Assembly required. How excited staff was to see me. Yes. Gave me free box. Parking. Yes. Took up 2 spots for the heck of it. Presentation. Came on a nice plate. Color. Brown. Tony and Nick's? Don't know. Oh my God. That was incredible. Well, I might as well do Rocco's and Tony's and Nick's. There's only 2 we didn't do. Rocco's, 10 1/4 inches, 10 inches girth, no seated roll. No whiz, had to order American, not much cheese. Did I get it for free? 2 check marks. X Factor gave me 2 cheesesteaks, 2 bags of chips, and 4,000 napkins. 3, very confused by my existence. Was the staff excited to see me? Parking, wonderful. Did not park illegally.
Oh.
Presentation, classic, tightly wrapped. Could probably throw it far. Did not try. Color, light to dark brown.
Oh. An ombre.
Tony and Nick's, length 9 3/4 inches, girth 9 1/4 inches.
Oh.
Seated roll, yes, they let me choose.
Oh.
Meat to cheese ratio, average. Did I get it for free? Check mark. X Factor gave me free fries and cheese cup.
Ooh.
Excited staff, 0 at first, 9 after I buttered them up. Parking. Parking was available, but parked illegally under 95 for the memes. For the memes. I'm guessing that's for the memories.
Yeah.
Presentation came in a nice thank yous bag. You're welcome. Do you think it says thank yous on the bag? Or did he just put that?
Or like, because you know how it says like, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think he...
Oh, maybe,
he's just
yeah.
saying, there's multiple thank yous.
You can't do that around here, though, because, like,
Yeah.
thank yous is a thing.
Right. Well, he may just write that. Maybe they're just writing
Color,
that.
mid-brown. Not light brown, but not brown. That's incredible. Oh, my God. That was amazing. All meat, no cheese. Respect.
I like that he...
I want that on a shirt.
All meat, no cheese.
All meat, no cheese, and the back just says respect.
Or like a lot of dots and respect.
That's
You
fantastic.
could just put like a gritty head here and then put that on back.
I'm gonna write that in my notes because I do have other T-shirt ideas. We're gonna make that shirt. All meat, no cheese, respect. Oh my God, that was incredible. Thank you, Gritty.
He's the best.
He is. People really shat on Gritty, and then the city rallied behind him.
Well, no. People in Philadelphia were like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, people
And
in
then-
Philly shat all over him, and then everyone else shat all over him, and people were like, no, you don't.
No, that's not how we play.
I can talk about my dad like that, but you can't talk about my dad like that.
No. I'm sorry, what'd you say? But now, like, I mean,
Oh my God, I laughed
he
hysterically.
just seems like more of a phenomenon than like he really needs to be.
On the one episode of Freedom, Lauren Lapkus was, when she was still pregnant, she talked about, she was in, like, labor. She had, what's the word? Contractions. She was having contractions, but the baby was not coming. She was just having contractions.
Yes.
Her doula told her, like, walking around was more comfortable for her. She was more in pain sitting than she was moving. So she went to the mall, went to the Apple store, because she needed something from the Apple store. And she's telling the story about how they gave her free AirPods.
Because she was in labor?
Well, she made the comment about, like, because they're like, well, how pregnant, like, did you look? And she's like, I looked like I was about to explode. Like,
They were
I was
just praying that you
so
didn't give birth in the
big.
Apple store.
And the guy gave her free AirPods. And they were joking around about, like, and Paul F. Tompkins is like, I'm going to put on a fat suit and see if I can go to the Apple store and get free AirPods. And they were joking back and forth about, like, Then they're like, oh yeah, I gave this guy AirPods today because he was so fat. I felt so bad for him. But then Scott Ackerman drops the line, your mama's so fat she got free AirPods from the Apple Store. And I was like, that's so stupid, but it's so funny. Oh my god. The last things I have to talk about here, these are 3 things that were in like my Google Recs on the Chrome page. I'll save that one for last. So these are related. The 10 hardest Lego sets to build of all time.
Ooh, I bet you the Titanic is one of them because it looked really hard.
Excuse me.
That was disgusting.
Ranked.
Don't.
What? I'm not blowing it at you. I'm talking. Ranked. Oh, they're not. I was expecting like bigger pictures. These are not.
Oh.
It's just like descriptions. Jesus Christ. It's literally like the Amazon name. So it's that gibberish like Lego, this, bricks, Legos, bricks, whatever. But the Lego Technic Leave Here Crawler Crane, $599.97.
It's because it's not available anymore.
Advanced Building Kit for Adults. Build and display a rewarding project. The Lego Icons Loop Coaster.
Oh.
$360. Does not tell you how many pieces it is. If I clicked into the link, it would.
When you said about like the 500 whatever, I was like...
This is a real shit list. So let's click on the Amazon link.
It's not going to say.
Yeah, well.
Oh, Tony looked that up.
Good God, it's huge!
Yeah, he tried to tell me that he wanted it, and I was like...
Oh, it's remote controlled.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm sure you do, but it's $600. It might not...
2,883 pieces.
Ooh.
18 plus. So this is legit for adults. The Loop Coaster...
This one's probably also for adults.
Has 3,756 pieces.
Ooh, that looks fun.
It is also, yeah. These are probably all for adults.
Yeah.
The Lego Ideas... Oh, I wanted this so bad. Motorized Lighthouse. $299.95.
Oh, we're getting cheaper.
This was 2,065
cool.
pieces. We went to a job where the kid had this. Well, I don't know if it was the kid, but like they had a whole bunch of Lego stuff on the table. And this was one of them. And I'm real mad about it. The Lego Technic Yamaha MT-10.
I think it's another remote control. Oh, no.
1,478 pieces. No, it's
huge.
just like
It's a motorcycle. Oh, yeah, it is.
No, it's not. That's her taking a picture, I think.
Download the app to bring your model to
No,
life.
augmented reality. So like
AR. Yeah.
You're like playing it in a game.
Yeah.
It's like more of a model. So it comes on a stand. Oh, I wanted this one too, the typewriter. The actual functioning typewriter.
Oh my gosh.
Which has, where are you? Oh, not on the box. Oh yeah, it is right there. Wow. 2,079 pieces.
Wow, that looks cool.
Buildable model of an old-fashioned typewriter. There it is, and I'm pretty sure it works.
Well, I think it just has this. It says sounds.
It works in the sense of like you can type on it and
Yeah.
it will move, and I'm pretty sure you can move the bar.
Yeah, but you can't. It's not like ink's not coming out, but
I don't know. Maybe if you put ink into it, I have no idea. Lego Ninjago City Markets.
Whoa, that looks fun.
This was 6,163 pieces. 14 plus.
Wow.
The Lego Technic Ferrari Daytona SP3.
Is that the one you have?
It is not the one I have.
You
I don't
have a
have one
Lamborghini.
anymore.
Well, you do. It's just upstairs taken apart.
Huh?
Tony has a sports car.
Oh, the white one, but that wasn't for me. They didn't buy that for me. They bought that for Tony.
It was
I had a white... Did I have the... Yeah, I had an Enzo Ferrari, and I don't know what happened to it.
I think his was a Lamborghini.
I think someone broke it. So I had it at the skating rink. 3,778 pieces.
Wow. The Lego Technic ones make sense, because even the ones that like are Tony's age are really hard.
Lord of the Rings Rivendell.
Whoa.
This was 6,167 pieces. 18 plus.
Yeah, I mean...
15 minifigures.
Wow.
The Razor Crest from The Mandalorian.
Oh.
You were 6,187 pieces.
That doesn't even look that big, so you know it's complicated.
Comes with that guy on a tauntaun. There's Grogu.
Aww.
And his little crib scooter thing. And last but not least, oh, you fucking bastards.
Oh, they were a big.
They're all down here at the bottom. What a dumb article. Shame on you, the Mary Sue. The Lego Technic NASA Mars rover.
Oh, that one looks like it's only $100.
$99.95.
Yeah.
Well, it's 10. So this is the least of
yeah,
the
but
hard.
I mean, like, that one must be
1,132 pieces. 10 plus.
Yeah.
Augmented reality.
I think that all the Technics must be like older aged.
Let's see.
Because you can do most of it, but you reach a point where, because it has all those like mechanisms to make it move.
This is one of the crane. This is one of the biggest Lego sets ever created, which is ironic, considering that it's modeled after a machine that helps facilitate the building of big things. Blah, blah, blah. No. Dumb. Shame on you.
That was disappointing.
This one is 14 of the most valuable Lego minifigures. This one, I think, does have pictures. Yes, it does. I almost got fooled again because here's the things. But
Is it Jester Donald? Because we have
San Diego Comic-Con 2013 Spider-Man. $17,000.
Holy shit! So he's a specialty.
One out of the package recently sold on eBay. So yeah, Brick Economy estimates its value in packaging to be roughly $17,000. One out of package recently sold on eBay for $4,789.
Still. For some-
Mr. Gold, $10,000. The glowing Mr. Gold was part of Lego's Series 10 minifigure assortment in 2013. Like a rare baseball card, he was distributed sparingly and only 5,000 were produced.
Oh, wow.
Brick Economy estimates his value to be around $10,000 if he's still in a sealed foil pack.
How would you know?
How would you know what?
That he's in there.
What do you mean? How would you know he's still in there?
Oh, I thought you meant like, when you buy the
No, not the mystery one.
Yeah.
It's I think it came separate.
Because I'm like, how would you know that he's in there?
I think he came together. Like he may have been additional into whatever was in your minifigure mystery bag.
Oh, I see. Or like when you opened the mystery figure thing.
He was already built
in a bag.
In a separate plastic thing, yeah.
That's the way it seems.
Han Solo / Indiana Jones transformation chamber. We're straining the definition of minifigure here as this is technically a playset, but the real draw is in the minifigures of Han Solo and Indiana Jones, which are posed on a platform that can be flipped so it appears one iconic Harrison Ford character is turning into another. Limited to just 100 sets and distributed at a 2008 New York Toy Fair private party. It rarely comes up for sale. When it does, expect it to fetch around $8,500.
Wow.
San Diego Comic-Con Black Suit Superman from 2013 again. Estimated value of $7,400. Recently sold on eBay for $5,400.
He's not as good as Spider-Man.
San Diego Comic-Con 2013 The Hobbit Azog.
Oh.
From Peter Jackson's Hobbit adaptation. Lists a price roughly of $7,000. One in package sold on eBay for $3,000. 2013 Comic-Con 2013 Spider-Woman.
Okay, we get it. Comic-Con 2013 had lots of them. Why didn't they lump them all together?
Limited to 350 figures, it was initially raffled off at the Comic-Con, and it's worth about $7,000 now.
So Spider-Man's still the most. He was what?
Classic
17?
suit, yeah. Classic suit Miles Morales PlayStation 5 exclusive. $2,800.
Wow.
Gamers had to complete the PS4 Spider-Man game in order to be eligible for the minifig, of which there were only around 1,650.
Wow.
Brick Economy values it at $2,800. Some have popped up on eBay for around $1,700. Nuremberg Toy Fair 2005 exclusive Star Wars Darth Vader.
Oh, he would be
There
fun.
are many Lego Vaders, but only one with a light-up lightsaber that was given to collectors at the 2005 Nuremberg Toy Fair. Packaged in a poly bag, it could sell for about $2,600 if it's new and in sealed condition.
But I would want to open it.
Star Wars Boba Fett Cloud City playset, $2,600. The 2003 Cloud City playset is a rare commodity that can sell for $7,500 or more, making even individual loose figures in the set a valuable keepsake. This Boba Fett is worth about $2,600, though a recent eBay sale closed at $1,700. Star Wars Gold Chrome Plated C-3PO.
Ooh.
The Protocol droid got a special release in 2007, but collectors were never quite sure where he would pop up. LEGO put him in random Star Wars sets that year to commemorate the 30th anniversary of 1977 Star Wars.
Wow.
And only 10,000 figures were released. Brick Economy puts its value at $2,500.
Why don't they still do that?
And it goes for about that much on eBay. One recently sold for that price on the auction site. San Diego Comic-Con 2018, Sheriff Deadpool, $1,500. It was exclusive, available via lottery.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Leicester Square, I guess that's how you pronounce it.
Leicester, maybe?
Leicester Square, Leicester, $1,180. This jaunty fellow was available to shoppers who attended the grand opening of a Lego store in Leicester Square, London. I think it's Leicester. It could be. Whatever.
Yeah.
In 2016. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shadow Leonardo, $900.
Oh. Oh, that was less.
It was given away to kids who dressed as the Turtles at select toy shops in the UK in 2013.
That's fun.
Offered in a tin case, it sells for about $900. If you address the seller with the salutation Cowabunga, you can probably expect to pay a lot more. That's awesome.
Wow, I didn't realize. I mean, we would never have any of that stuff, but like...
No, I wish we would.
How do you even, like... I guess you go to the Comic-Cons and whatever. I wonder, at the at the Lego store near us, the Brickworks, like, buy, trade, sell.
Yeah.
In their inventory, now those guys know what they're doing. Like,
Yeah.
they look at each thing that comes in. But, like, in their inventory, have they come across, you know, like
rare stuff?
where, like, people like us who are, like, into Legos, and Tony's big into Lego,
Yeah.
and people buy him gifts, especially, like, your dad, who Tony finds something on Amazon, he buys it, we have it. So, like, you know, Tony grows up, he's not big into Lego anymore, or he's downsizing, whatever, and he takes it to one of those places, and it's just in there among the stuff he doesn't want anymore. Like, do you think they're clearly not coming across that? But, like, I wonder how much.
You never know.
Like, and what do they do? Like, do they pull it out and sell that? Like,
Oh, yeah, you're not selling that in the store.
yeah.
You're taking that somewhere else.
Or, like, do you keep it in the store and display it?
Yeah, you could.
But then, you know, you're...
Last thing on my list of things to talk about here. Ranked America's most popular beers by generation.
Oh. Well, Boomers is Budweiser.
So this was originally posted on our blah, blah, blah.
I think Gen Z might be Yingling. I think Yingling.
In this graphic, we've visualized the most popular beers for each U.S. generation as of Q4 of 2023. According to a consumer survey conducted by YouGov, the popularity metric represents the percentage of people who had a positive opinion of that beer.
Okay.
Note that YouGov surveys are conducted with a representative sample of 1,500 respondents.
Can I guess? So I'm saying Boomers or Budweiser.
So
who's next?
So there's one here that gives you like the 10 to 1, like the ranking between all three. But then when you go down, it does a breakdown of the generations.
What are the generations?
So it's Millennials, Gen X, and Baby Boomers.
Oh, so it doesn't go to...
No, it's
Gen
just
Z's not included.
Millennial is the cutoff. Boomers to Millennials.
I wasn't sure if there was something in between Boomers and Gen Z. Gen X, I mean.
No, there's not.
All right, I think it's Budweiser, Sam Adams.
For the boomers, you're starting there.
Yeah, boomers or Budweiser.
Boomers' top 10 favorite beers are similar to Gen X with a few key differences. One is the absence of Modelo Especial, which ranked second and fourth for Millennials and Gen X respectively. Modelo, which became America's best-selling beer in 2023, has focused its advertising efforts on sports, which may not reach boomers as effectively as younger generations.
Ooh, I wonder if Millennials are Michelob Ultra.
So this is not number one, but an interesting pick for boomers is Dos Equis, which is produced by Heineken-owned. Not going to attempt to pronounce the brewery name. The brand gained popularity for its Most Interesting Man in the World commercial, which ran from 2006 to 2018. So you're guessing
number one. Oh no, I don't. Maybe not number one. It's not Budweiser. I just feel like it is. Or Miller. Nope.
So I'll read the descriptions, then I'll go back up to the full chart because it does the breakdown up there too. Gen X. Gen X also has a strong preference for, well, I'll go from the top down because it is Millennials first. Appears to favor foreign beers, with the top 5 spots taken by Dutch or Mexican beers.
Oh, so number one's Corona.
For Millennials. While not exactly a beer, White Claw, which have a similar alcohol content, claimed 6th place.
Stop it.
Hard seltzers have become very
admit they're not good.
popular in recent years due to their variety of flavors, attractive packaging, and relatively low amount of carbs and calories.
And their wicked hangover and their disgusting amount of sugar.
And their wicked hangover. Gen X also has a strong preference for foreign beers.
Oh, wait, Gen X picks White Claw?
No, that's Millennials.
Oh.
This is now Gen X.
Okay.
Also has a strong preference for foreign beers.
Okay, well, that's not Sam Adams then.
2 American beers that aren't on Millennials' top 10 list are Sam Adams and Blue Moon, but they are on the Gen X list.
That's weird. I love
Sam
that.
Adams is the flagship brand of the Boston Beer Company. Named blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't really care.
Yeah. We know what Sam Adams is. We all know it's your cousin from Boston. Yeah. Like we've seen the commercials.
So you're guessing
Budweiser.
Budweiser for boomers.
Yeah.
Gen X.
I was going to say Sam Adams, but I guess it's not if it's foreign. Millennials has got to be Corona.
Okay.
Gen X. Foreign beer? Is there Stella? Is Stella foreign?
Yes.
So it's Heineken.
I think it's foreign.
I'm going to say Heineken.
For Gen X?
Yeah.
So boomers, from 10 to 1, 37% voted Stella.
Okay.
37% voted Dos Equis. 37% voted Miller Lite.
Ooh.
38% Michelob Ultra.
Okay.
38% Miller High Life.
Uh-huh.
43%.
Stop it.
They're boomers.
They bought into the champagne of beers. That's 48%.
No, sorry. 43% Coors.
Ooh.
46% Sam Adams. 48% Corona. 48% Heineken. 49% of boomers voted for Guinness.
What?
Gen X, 41%.
Wow.
Miller High Life.
Ew. Stop it.
43%.
They drink that because their dad drank that.
Blue Moon. 44% Corona Light. 45% Corona Extra.
Jesus.
46% Stella Artois. 47% Sam Adams.
I said Heineken.
47% Modelo Especial. 49% Corona. 49% Heineken.
Dang it.
57% of Gen Xers favored Guinness.
Jesus, what?
Above the Gen X, it gives you that fun fact. Over 31 million Americans claim to be of Irish descent.
Wow.
Millennials, which is our generation. 54% at number 10.
I'm so scared.
54% said Miller High Life.
Ew. Why? Why? We're all Grandpa drank it, so I.
Well, can we just address though? The lowest percentage at number 10 for boomers was 37%.
Yeah.
The lowest percentage for Gen X was 41%. The lowest percentage at 10 for millennials is 54%.
We drink a lot.
So we're only going up from here.
We drink a lot, I guess.
54%. Well, actually, no. If I'm looking, they're all tighter. So, like, Boomers was 37, 37, 37, 38, 38, 43, 46, 48, 48, 49. Gen X was 41, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 47, 49, 49, 57. Ours are 54, 54, 55, 55, 56, 58, 58, 59, 59, 60. Okay. So it was a much tighter gap. Now that you've heard the percentages,
we like what we like.
So 10-1 for Millennials. Miller High Life.
I'm not buying that.
Budweiser. Stella Artois. Guinness.
I'm glad that fell down.
White Claw is number 6.
Disgusting.
5 is Corona Light.
That's not even beer.
4 is Corona Extra.
Okay.
3 is Corona.
Jesus Christ.
2 is Modelo Especial. And with 60% popularity among Millennials, number 1.
Michelob Ultra?
Heineken.
Dang it. I had that for the wrong generation. Wow. I'm thinking about, like, when we go out, I was the only person I ever knew that drank Heineken. Well, we drank Heineken pony bottles, and we called them Tiny Heinies, but it's only because they were cheap. Like, that has to be why people are drinking Miller High Life. It's $2 at a bar.
When Jason and your dad go out there drinking Guinness.
No, they're not. They're drinking Budweiser. And I don't think that... I don't know. I don't think...
Budweiser's not even on here for Gen X or Boomers.
But in this,
Bud Light's not on for Millennials either.
It's Bud Heavy. Because here's the thing.
What kind of blows my mind is that Blue Moon is not on for Millennials, but it is for Gen X. But I guess that makes sense, because Paul Scheer does Blue Moon commercials on How Did This Get Made? And he's Gen X.
But I think, too, like... that list is fine. Like, obviously, you polled people, and that's what the results showed. But, like, beer... I don't know if beer is, like, a generational thing.
In what sense?
I don't think that, like, you're drinking what you drink because...
Well, no, it's not... They're not saying it's generational. They're saying we polled these people, and, like, here's what was popular.
But, like, for me to say, like, oh, I can't believe it. Like, it's not like, oh, I don't drink what my parents drank because this is gross. This is my dad's beer. Like, a lot of people do drink...
Well, it's kind of funny to me...
You drink the same thing.
It's funny to me being of the millennial generation, knowing millennials, hanging out with millennials. I don't drink, but I've been around millennials that drink. Like, to see this... I've seen tons of millennials drink White Claw. Not surprising to me. I was not aware that there were 3 different versions of Corona. I just assumed they were all the same thing.
The Especial... Wait, what?
Corona Extra, Corona Light.
Extra is good.
The only millennial that I know that drinks Guinness is Alex. I've not seen anyone else of our friends drink Guinness.
But I think it's a beer you get out.
And Budweiser is the same thing. I've not seen your dad drinks Budweiser.
I like Bud Heavy.
People that we hang around with drink Bud Light.
But here's the thing. Are they saying...
I have never. All the people of our age that I've ever hung out with, I have never seen anyone drink a Miller High Life.
Brad and I got them at a bar because they were $2. And I couldn't...
When?
At Pizza Como for trivia. Miller High Life was the beer special, and I got one, and I couldn't even suffer through it. I ordered something else.
The only one I remember there was the Not Your Father's Root Beer,
and
everyone was like, ugh.
No, it was...
Jim enjoyed it.
It was like, ooh, this is so good, and then we took another sip, like, I don't want this anymore.
I think Jim drank the whole thing.
He probably drank everyone's, because we were like, this is disgusting.
Stella I've seen.
No, I like Stella.
Modelo I've seen. Heineken I've obviously seen.
I do like Heineken.
Outside of you telling me that the two of you drank Miller High Life, even Gen X and Boomers, I don't think I've ever seen anyone drink a Miller High Life.
And the only reason I ordered it was because it was the beer special.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll get it. Like, we had it a few times in college because, like, for the novelty of it being, like, the champagne of beers, it tastes like shit. It's really just, like, super carbonated.
It's also the dumbest slogan, in my opinion.
And I don't know, what makes it champagne? But what I was going to say was, I'm not surprised that it's Bud Heavy on the list and not Bud Light. Because if you look at, like, Bud Heavy versus Bud Light, the carbs and whatever, it's not that big of a difference.
No.
taste-wise, night and day. Yeah. Like, if you like Bud Light, just drink a Bud Heavy. Just try one.
Yeah, you've talked about it before.
Like, it will change your life. It's so much better. And I don't know, like... MGD, I guess. I'm like, I don't know if there's like a Miller, but it's MGD. It's the same thing. It tastes better.
Miller Genuine Draft.
Mm-hmm. And
Coors Banquet?
Yeah, but that's different. That's not that's not the heavy Coors Light. I mean, I would never say like Miller Heavy.
Well, it's Coors. Coors Heavy is... Or just Coors is the Coors Heavy.
I've never seen that. Just Coors.
Yeah, you probably have. You just don't... Coors Light is in the forefront because I think most people drink, which is weird that Coors was on that list because most people that I know, if you drink Coors, you're drinking Coors Light.
I just always assumed it was just Coors Light. But.
What's funny is to talk about Miller High Life, like the beer I've seen people buy at like a beer distributor around here, I've seen Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Light. I have not seen anyone buy Miller. I'm not saying anyone buy Miller High Life.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Like
Budweiser, I shouldn't say that. Bud Light and Bud Heavy are pretty equal, I think, in people I've seen buy it. But, like, you're correct. I've never seen a Coors.
Yeah, like I've seen Coors Banquet.
I've seen Coors Light, and I've seen Coors... Well, I haven't seen Coors Banquet. I've seen commercials for Coors Banquet.
Funny,
I know what it looks like, but I haven't, like, seen people drinking it.
Yeah.
But I've seen Coors Light. Aren't they the mountains? Or is that Miller?
Yeah. Don't drink it unless the mountains are blue.
That's white, Coors?
Blue, white,
blue.
Whatever.
They turn blue when they're cold.
Yeah. Silver bullet.
And the train, yeah. The Love Train commercial from the Super Bowl.
And that's what's on the can.
Yeah, I know.
It's a silver can.
I just couldn't remember if it was Coors or Miller that did that.
I don't remember what Miller's slogan is.
The champagne of beers. It's the only Miller commercial I've ever seen.
Well, that's Miller High Life.
I'm aware, but that's
Miller
the only...
Lights? We're not Budweiser? It was...
Oh, it's Miller time.
Oh, that's right. What's Budweiser's? What's up? But like what?
Their tagline, I think, is just like...
Oh, this Bud's for you.
This Bud's for you. This Clydesdale's stomping on your face.
That's so funny.
This Clydesdale's for you.
Now, was this list...
Such a weird thing to me that people get so emotional with this Clydesdale's commercial.
They're like, why do they... You don't have to do that. You don't have to go with the dog and he gets lost and he finds his way. You don't have to do all that.
But everyone's like, oh my god, this Clydesdale commercial with the Super Bowl. And I'm like...
Because they did that 9/11 commercial and no one has ever recovered from it.
I'm like, people, it's a fucking beer commercial with a horse. Like, get over yourself.
Was this list asking people, like... So did they just come up to me and say, like, what beers do you like?
What I need to know...
Or were they asking me what beers do I buy?
Well, it was based on whether you had a favorable opinion or not. So they probably gave you... Like, it was probably a survey where they listed the beers, whatever, however many beers were on the list. And it was probably, like... you put... Either a, like...
Up or down.
Either an up or down, favorable or unfavorable, or a, like, the spectrum of, like, I like it a lot, I like it a little, I have no opinion, I don't like it, I hate it. Like, that spectrum. It was probably one of those things.
Because I'm not surprised
And then, because that's why it's just, like, percentage of people that found it favorable.
Yeah. Because I feel like if you went by sales...
Because even favorability...
It might be a little different.
Even favorability, you're going off of, like, not just... Because the question was probably just, like, do you like this? Or what's your opinion of this? And then you're not factoring in just, like, oh, I drink this beer. I enjoy how it tastes. You're factoring in marketing, how it looks.
Yeah, yep.
Like, all that stuff.
Because what you buy, like, oh, I'm having people over for the game, so you buy a 30 rack of Bud Light. But if I'm going to, like, a beer that I want to enjoy, that might be different. So that's why I was like, that's why that list is different from what I was expecting.
Millennials drive, blah, blah, blah.
It's hard. Like, it's hard to... I'm shocked that 2 generations both picked Guinness as number 1.
So I tried to look up, like, beer sales for millennial generation. Every article, millennials lead non-alcoholic adult beverage sales.
Yeah, because we're all sober curious
account
now.
For 61% of non-alcoholic beer drinkers. And then driving sales of distilled spirits to surpass beer for the first time.
Oh.
Friday, April 7th is National Beer Day in the U.S., and 2023 is revealing some changing tastes. This year, the Distilled Spirits Council of the United States issued its annual economic briefing, which contained a wealth of data on the status of the country's distilled spirits industry. One of the most interesting data points was the fact that for the first time, the market share enjoyed a distilled spirits, 42.1%, exceeded that of beer, 41.9%.
Well, but look at what you're seeing on, like, well, let's just use TikTok as an example because it's easy to see, like, tons of recipe-style videos like that.
Yeah.
It's cocktails. People aren't talking about beers really anymore. And I think it's because you can make it at home.
Credited with being responsible for the craft beer revolution, millennials have also had a starring role in the growing popularity of spirits.
I don't know that we want to be known for craft beers.
The first 2 decades of the 21st century can be characterized as the age of the millennial. A millennial is someone born between the years 1981 and 1996. In 2002, the first members of the millennial generation were reaching the ages of 21. That magic milestone where they could legally pass alcohol, blah, blah, blah. Recently, those first millennials entered their 40s. While the youngest...
I didn't enter my 40s. Go fuck yourself.
I'm not saying you did.
I'm getting there. But I'm not there yet. I have 2 years to go. Thank you very much. One of my other siblings is going to turn 50 before I turn 40.
While the youngest members of the cohort reach their mid-20s.
Ew. Disgusting. You're not in your mid-20s.
In 2002 is what this says.
You were 12.
Recently, those first millennials entered their 40s.
In 2002, you were 9.
This article came out in 2023, and it says recently, so I don't know what recently is defined as, but that's what it's talking
when
about.
The first millennial turned 21, you were, like...
Recently entered their 40s, while the youngest members reached their 20s. Today, there are an estimated 79 million millennials. Thankfully, there has been a plethora of market research.
Yeah, no shit, because we all use
food,
Google.
when it comes millennials appreciate convenience, variety, freshness, and healthy.
No, we don't.
Shouldn't it be and health?
No,
and
like
healthiness.
No, like healthy options, like that we can.
Yeah, but listen to that sentence. When it comes to food and drink, millennials appreciate convenience, variety, freshness, and healthy.
Yeah, like it sounds.
No, there should be another word there. Healthy options, healthy choices, or like healthiness, or health. Period. Like
health
and healthy.
Yeah. Well, in turn, like what?
They also value.
What's the term you use for food?
They also value quality over quantity.
Yeah, because we're done with binge drinking. We all did it. And
as with craft beer, spirits offer consumers variety. Mm-hmm. When combined either with other spirits and or with other ingredients, such as bitters and fruit juices, the consumer has a dizzying array of choices. Take ready-to-drink cocktails, for example. In 2021, Drizzly, North America's largest online alcohol retailer, offered its consumers over 450 brands of ready-to-drink cocktails, a 170% increase over 2019.
I don't like the ready-to-drink ones, though. They're too sweet.
While the more creative among us may take satisfaction from mixing our own cocktails at home, the impressive growth of RTDs offers the ultimate inconvenience. No mixing of ingredients necessary. Just pop open the can and they are ready to drink.
Yeah.
Millennials appear to have embraced them. In 2022, sales of RTDs grew 35.8% between 2017 and 2022. Spirits enjoyed their fastest growth in decades. RTDs were a primary driver of this growth.
I bought a ready-to-drink once.
What I think this is not necessarily, like, yes, it was big for millennials. But I think it was not only that. The factor that you're not addressing is COVID.
Well,
because the whole
like
you didn't start.
Came out in what 2023? You said
this article's from 2023, but it says like all of this began to spike in 2021.
Right.
A largest online alcohol retailer offered its consumers over 450 brands of ready-to-drink cocktails.
Well, and because of
COVID,
a
170% increase from 2019.
Because people in states like Pennsylvania
that's my point.
Get it.
That's my point. So yes, it is a millennial thing, but like you're also not addressing the window of time this is happening is when bars were closed and you couldn't go get cocktails and like you couldn't go somewhere to get a mixed drink. So then companies were like, "Oh, we'll just make them."
Right.
and put it in a can for you. So then, of course they became popular. Because then once you can buy them for COVID, once COVID's over, like, I can now go to a bar, but also I can still buy these.
Well, and that's the thing.
I can have them at home. I don't have to make them at home. Or I can take them to a tailgate, or I can take them wherever. I don't have to make them. Like, they're already made.
I remember we bought, like, at the liquor store, a ready-to-drink booze, and we didn't realize that, and this was, like, long before COVID, it wasn't, they were ready to drink in that all the alcohol for the mixed drink is in here. You were supposed to add juice. We did not. We're just drinking the stuff straight.
It's more than convenience and variety that is attracting millennial drinkers. Once saddled with a reputation for being overly sweet and made with cheap ingredients, the makers of RTDs have upped their game in recent years, using high-quality spirits and other ingredients that are often organic and gluten-free.
But now they're full. Like,
in other words, they underwent a process known as premiumization. Moreover, millennials, more than any other demographic cohort, are purchasing these higher quality RTDs. According to Drizzly, 62% of RTD purchasers are millennials.
Because what we bought was in a bag, and it just had a little spout, and you put it in the fridge, and you were supposed to, like,
while beer is traditionally a male drink, RTDs have a broader appeal. 60% of Drizzly's RTD customers are female. Appealing to both males and females undoubtedly gives RTDs an advantage over beer. Millennials are also driving sales of tequila/mezcal and American whiskey, the second and third fastest growing segments in 2022 respectively. Premiumization is also apparent in both segments as consumers trade up to higher priced products, some of which are made by the 2,000 plus craft distillers in the United States.
This is getting boring now.
Well, that's just the end of these articles. I was reading the end of it.
I guess we like tequila. Well, mezcal is just American tequila.
Yeah, it's tequila not made in Mexico.
Yeah. Not made in Tequila, Mexico. Even though that's not what
Not made in Champagne, France.
Yeah.
Beer in 2021, beer sales grew by just 1%. Sales of craft beer increased by 7.9%.
Maybe that's when Gen Z was coming up.
For many millennials, it is not a question of spirits or beer. Many consume both.
What year was that? 2021?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what.
But those consuming RTDs and premium spirits are also drinking craft beer. Well, it could be. Because if you were born in 2000, in 2021,
you were 21.
You could now buy craft beer. If you were the assholes born in 2000, where you have the easiest fucking time to remember your birthday, how old am I?
Well,
look at the number on the back end of the year, dipshit.
Well, and it's also, now we've reached the point of like, oh, does your birthday start with 19? You're over 21.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do that.
What a time, though, to be either born or like married in 2000. What a time. Because it's so easy for you to just remember numbers and shit now.
Yeah. Or 90, you just
like,
minus 10.
Well, yeah, obviously. But like 2015, you have to.
I mean, I think
there is a bit of math involved in 2015. Not necessarily. And 2017 for our wedding is even harder. But like.
Right, when you get married on the, you need to like do it on the 0, the 5, a 2, something that's like easy to add.
Yeah. Well, the plus is you can remember the big anniversaries easily.
Oh yeah, sure.
Because like 27 is 10 years, 37 is 20 years, but your 5 years or in your 15 years where there's some, math like involved.
6? 7. Sorry, 7.
Yeah.
It's 7.
I knew it was 7 when people asked me. 7 and 7 is 14.
I know, but for some reason I think I just like obviously we celebrated our anniversary last year, but I don't know why like I had to like stop and think about it. No, and maybe I wanted to say 8.
Well, last year was it last year or 2 years ago? One of them was funky that like we didn't really do anything.
Well, there were 2 years because I was pregnant when our second wedding anniversary.
We still would have like went to dinner or something like that. But I feel like whatever the 1 year we didn't like we did nothing.
When I was pregnant with Robin. 5. Oh no, yeah, 5. I don't think we did much because I was pregnant.
Yeah, we would have went to a movie or something. Well, no, I guess not.
No,
because you would have been.
I was too pregnant.
Yeah, because he was born in November. Yeah.
I was just too pregnant to... We might have had dinner.
Yeah, I'm sure we did. I'm sure we did something.
Yeah, we celebrated, but we didn't like do. It wasn't a monument.
And last year we went to the beach, just the two of us. But I don't. Yeah. I don't know.
It's hard because when our anniversary falls because of Tony's birthday.
It's hard because our anniversary is so close to both Tony and Robin's birthdays.
Yeah.
So it's and then Christmas and Thanksgiving and Halloween, like. We got married at a time and then had 2 kids where, like, everything's kind of jumbled in this 3-month period right here.
We have to celebrate in September when there's not as much going on.
Well, my dad's birthday is right around here. Your dad's birthday is right around here. Like, it's all... There's a lot happening at this time of year for us as a collective family. But, yeah.
I would never have guessed.
That's all I got. I clearly could tell. But Heineken, the beer that you keep telling me, like, if you drank beer, I think it would be Heineken. I think you would have.
No, Heineken's a little stinky, but yeah, I think you would like Heineken. But it does have, like, you'd have to just...
I wouldn't know.
It has a stinky, like that beer, you know, when you put the beer up to your mouth, because you did it with Corona.
It feels so much later than 10 o'clock.
And you, like, go to sip and you can, like, smell the beer. Heineken has, like, that smell.
Corona wasn't my issue with the smell. I forget what was my issue with the smell when I was trying drinks on our honeymoon. Because I drank champagne at our wedding and had, like, an existential crisis. Like, nothing matters anymore.
And you were like, I don't like any of it. You didn't like tequila.
I did. Well, no, I didn't mind the tequila. I didn't mind, like, the warmth and the burning was not the best feeling for me, but, like, I didn't hate it. Corona, I hated. The second it hit my tongue, I was like, blah, what the fuck is this?
And maybe Corona was the best.
But, like, the cocktails that I tried, the, like, 2 of them that I think I sipped.
You had a tequila sunrise.
I took a sip out of. I was like, these aren't terrible. I don't love
Did you try
them.
the Blue Hawaiian? Did I get a Blue Hawaiian?
I think I tried both of them. And, like, again, there was, like, I didn't hate them, but I didn't love them. I wasn't like, oh, I'm going to start doing
Well, and also,
this.
I feel like if you were going to start...
I think I preferred the tequila more than I did the vodka.
I don't know.
Because you had something with vodka.
Well, I think a Blue Hawaiian is rum, but I don't really remember. I don't know.
But anyways.
Yeah, obviously a tequila.
Yeah, whatever little sip I had of whatever.
But tequila is going to give you, like, a burn. I mean, they all will, but I feel like tequila is a tough one.
Well, like I said, I didn't hate it. Like, it wasn't...
Because it was mixed with stuff, yeah.
None of it made me like, oh, I'm going to start drinking these.
Yeah.
Like, none of them wowed me to the point of, like, oh, this is great.
You should have tried the Hawaiian beer instead of Heineken. Or, I mean, instead of Corona.
I mean, you still get them.
Because that,
You still get Kona here.
The Kona Big Wave.
We get it in the summer.
Their blonde is so good.
I can take a sip out of it when we have the party.
It's good.
Or whenever, if we just get them at some point.
Yeah, I never, like...
So I'll probably get Heineken or whatever again for the party.
Because I don't go in the beer store. I just buy wine at the grocery store.
No, I usually go to the beer store for the party. We don't get it for anything else.
No, like, I don't ever go in just, like, for a 6-pack anymore.
I might get... Should I get anything for the boys' party?
Well, maybe. Just in case anybody wants anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just, like, one...
Yeah, I'm not getting, like, here's a bunch of things. Here's a Heineken.
Unless you could find, like, a variety pack of, I don't know.
Well, if I got anything, I would get something that you're going to drink. Like, even if it sits there till the summer, it's not going to go bad by the summer.
Yeah, we usually just have something. And I'll have a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Just in case anybody wants any.
Yeah, I'll probably get, like, Heineken or something. So that's what I got. No, I got Rolling Rock this year.
Yeah, Rolling Rock's good.
Because your dad was like, I didn't know they still made that.
And I'm like, I didn't know you drank Rolling Rock. Here I am, just drinking Rolling Rock, having no idea that he also drank Rolling Rock. Makes sense. It tastes like Budweiser.
Yeah, it's the same lane. Well, there you have it, folks. Millennials are really horny for craft beers and RTDs.
And distilled spirits.
Yeah, but it's mainly RTDs.
Oh.
That's the whole point of that article.
Oh, that one.
The ready-to-drink cocktails are what's driving the spirit sales.
Oh, got it.
Because those companies are now investing in more quality spirits.
Got
they
it.
were making them with real shitty...
Right.
And everything was too sweet and gross.
Vladimir. Where you got to put it through a Brita to drink it.
Goldschlager.
Ugh, that makes me want to barf just thinking about it.
Four Loko.
You want to shit gold? Have a Goldschlager.
That was their slogan.
Do you want your shit to shimmer? Drink Goldschlager. It tastes like cinnamon, and then you're going to drink Fireball and think, this is disgusting. I don't know why, but I don't like it.
People love Fireball, man.
Not if you've ever had Goldschlager.
People swear by Fireball. But that's all for today's show. Thank you for joining us. We'll probably be here next week.
For spooky. Probably.
Yeah, because we're going to the beach, but we could always record
We'll be home.
We could record it on Sunday night maybe or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Or Monday.
Well, I could make Monday work. I'm trying to make Sunday the cutoff.
Oh.
Because we record Monday, then the issue is we record Monday night. I have to edit it and stuff Tuesday to go out for the audio on Wednesday. But I can't edit it till we get home Tuesday night and after the kids go to bed. So then I'm like done around midnight on Tuesday night.
Yeah, or we could do it before we go, maybe.
When?
Wednesday. I don't know.
It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. I don't mind doing it Monday. We could make it work. But yeah, so that's all for today. We will see you guys next week. Follow us on social media. If you're listening to this, rate, review, subscribe, turn on automatic downloads if you have that option. Tell your friends, tell your family. If you're watching this, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get notified when we put out new content of any kind, because at some point I would love to start doing other content besides just this. Yeah, you can also tell your friends and family too. Just mark it as watched. Just put it on in the background. Add it to your playlists.
When you're doing the dishes.
Yeah, doing the dishes, cooking dinner, watching something else on your iPad. Watching something on TV, put this on your iPad or your phone in the background.
God.
You can mute it. You don't have to have it playing, but just let it play. Just let it play through. Or scroll to the end. Let a couple seconds at the end play. Nice 10-second window. Just let the outro song play. And then it'll mark it that you watched it. Because there's no ads, so not like that shit matters. But yeah, all that fun stuff. We love you, and as always, thank you for being a friend.